Someone is going around VCT lock-in and stealing earbuds. Yep, earbuds. But Valorant pros aren't the only ones who got robbed this past weekend. So who's taking all this equipment? Before we get into the video, I just want to remind you guys that we have some nice and comfy merch like this crew neck that I'm wearing right now. Head to shop.thescore.com to check it out. So as many of you already know, VCT lock-in is on right now. 32 teams from around the world traveled to Brazil to compete in Valorant's biggest ever event. And so far it's been hype. We saw new rosters take the stage for the first time, and the alpha side of the bracket was incredible.
Very far away from being back online, but Seekers might give it to him. Smart. It is going to be the res instead, but he's going to go swinging off it. What is that from Zappa?
The second attempt at it now has to be dealt with. Oh, and it is Stacks! Incredible work, and DRX are immovable at this point. They've got their work cut out to say the least. Infinite, the timing ain't there, and it's over!
My God!
Loud! And poured their hearts and souls into this game!
I've had a lot of fun watching lock-ins so far, even if I do think that the format is shit. But as enjoyable as it's been for the viewers, there's something going on behind the scenes, and it kind of sucks for some of the players. A week ago, Gen G player King tweeted that someone had stolen his in-ear headphones. Someone replied asking whether or not there are security cameras in the practice rooms, to which King replied no. King spoke with Brazilian outlet The Enemy and mentioned that Riot likely won't be able to find his in-ears and that he'd have to buy another pair for roughly $200 US. Now obviously this sucks, and it leaves us wondering why there are no cameras or security monitoring these practice rooms. But since King's initial tweet last week, things have gotten worse. On February 16th, King tweeted that his teammate Secret's in-ears had also been stolen, and on the 19th, RRQ player Tabodal tweeted that both his in-ears and his sound card were taken. I asked Tabodal about the situation in yesterday's press conference, and he said that he managed to get his sound card back, but not his in-ears. So for now, he's just practicing with a normal headset. Liz also spoke with Asuna and Cryo about the situation, and they shared some advice for other players at the event.
So what's your strat to avoid the headphone thief?
Pick my stuff up and bring it with me.
Yeah, the very good solution is just bring your stuff with you.
Yeah, we've been doing that since day one, before we even knew there was a quote-unquote thief. So, I mean, I wouldn't really trust anyone.
We still don't know who's going around and stealing these peripherals, and who knows if we'll ever find out. But the crazy thing is that this isn't the only esports robbery that happened this past weekend. On the 18th, TSM's League of Legends support Chime and the team's top laner Solo both tweeted that their team car was broken into and their backpacks were stolen. One of the team's video editors also mentioned on the TSM subreddit that their Lunar New Year footage featuring members of the team and fans was also lost. Unlike the headphone thief in Sao Paulo, this robber in LA stole some things that both players and staff considered to be invaluable. So it's understandable that they were literally begging for them to be returned. And thankfully later that night, Solo tweeted an update that someone found their backpacks in a nearby parking lot and they managed to get some of their personal belongings back. Luckily, the situation with TSM's league team had a somewhat happy ending. But over in Brazil, the question still remains. Who is this headphone thief, and what will Riot do to stop them? Fans attending the event have already criticized Riot for poor conditions at the venue. This post from a few days ago on the Valorant competitive subreddit outlined a bunch of problems. Some of the big ones were lack of air conditioning, very expensive water, no meet and greets with any of the players, and the fact that you can pretty much only walk in with the clothes on your back. Plenty of people have also pointed out that there are a bunch of empty seats whenever non-Brazilian teams are playing. Thankfully, Riot did listen to some of this criticism. The global head of Valorant esports, Leo Faria, tweeted on Sunday that they will start selling more seats for non-Brazilian matches, and they're getting rid of the reloadable card that fans use to buy food and drinks, alongside some other changes. I think it's great that Riot is listening to the community and helping their audience feel more comfortable at the venue. The Brazilian fans have been incredible so far. But I'm still concerned for the players. There's been no update from Riot regarding this headphone thief, and it feels like it's only a matter of time before they find a new target. Single elimination with 32 teams. Like, come on, man. Like, the winning team earns their region extra slot at Masters Tokyo. I think, like, if Riot is gonna go ahead and say, oh, it's just like this event that's meant to showcase all the new teams, like, it's supposed to be fun. Yeah, it's been fun, but you can't have any sort of stakes in a single elim tournament. Like, I don't think it makes any sense personally, but I could go on about this forever.